In a country that prides itself on a stable economy and strong democracy, this is a sight Australians have seen all too often lately. Politicians striding through Parliament, preparing to overthrow their elected leader.
Another big day in Canberra.
For the sixth time in almost 11 years, the country has a new Prime Minister.
I, Scott Morrison, do swear that I will well and truly serve the people of Australia in the office of Prime Minister.
The 50-year-old Conservative politician has served as Treasurer since 2015. He rose to prominence during his time as Immigration Minister, presiding over Australia's offshore detention of asylum seekers, which was criticised by the United Nations. He replaces his ally and close friend Malcolm Turnbull, becoming the nation's 30th Prime Minister.
There's been a lot of talk this week about whose side people are on in this building. And what Josh and I are here to tell you, as the new generation of Liberal leadership, is we're on your side.
But for the past decade, the office of power has more closely resembled a revolving door. Australian politics has been plagued by infighting and bitter power struggles. Turnbull himself rose to the top job by undermining his leader, Tony Abbott, in 2015. Now it was his turn to see how that feels.
There was a determined insurgency from a number of people, both in the party room and sort of backed by voices, powerful voices in the media, really to bring, if not bring down the government, certainly bring down my Prime Ministership.
For the second time in a week, one of Turnbull's ministers challenged him for the top job. Peter Dutton, the former Immigration Minister, was confident he had enough support within the Liberal Party to steal the leadership. He failed in his attempt on Tuesday, but on Friday, Malcolm Turnbull's fate was sealed, a situation that has infuriated the public.
It was extraordinary. It was described as madness by many, and I think it's difficult to describe it in any other way.
But Dutton's power play didn't go the way he'd planned.
My course from here is to provide absolute loyalty to Scott Morrison to make sure that we win the election.
That's widely expected to be in May next year. Until then, Scott Morrison says his priority will be to help Australian farmers hit by the worst drought in living memory. But perhaps an even tougher job will be unifying his own deeply divided party. Melinda Nucifora, TRT World.